What's up, fellow Sharkbait? This is KJ48, and welcome back to my Raft Let's Play. This is episode 7, and we are going to be doing some renovations today to the build. One of you guys have given me the awesome idea to expand the base, the second and third story, over top of this. So basically, we'll have our little, net catcher thingies in the middle of our base. That'd be pretty cool. I think that'd be pretty sweet. So we're going to go ahead and do some major renovations here. This is going to be breaking down, building up, losing a lot of materials. I am perfectly okay with that. I think it'll be pretty sweet. Let's see what we can do here. All right, so these nets are going to be coming down. So let me grab all. Well, actually, they don't need to come down right now. What we're going to do is I'm going to be starting to build pillars out this way. But the pillars, I want to be as far away from each other as possible. And pillars could be 2 spaces away. So that's 2 spaces from there. That's perfect. But right here, 1, 2, it would be here. So we're going to knock up these nets right here and place them over there. I know that seems crazy. I know it seems like a lot of work, but we've already got a lot of net. Oh, my chick, woman, guy, whatever he is, he's coughing. So let's go ahead and eat some of these wonderful, wonderful coconuts. I've been doing some work off camera. I went ahead and cut down a bunch of trees. I've been gathering a bunch of stuff. What we're going to do now is we are going to move these nets right over here. We're going to build the other ones in front of them so we don't lose any time on these. And then we're going to break up the nets, place a regular, foundation block down. That way we can put pillars on them. No fuss, no muss. It's going to be awesome. All right, as you can see right here, we are going to have to move the stairs out a little bit. I'm going to worry about that later. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I've got all these pillars down the way I want them. I've torn up all the nets. Let's go ahead and build some more foundations. We're going to need wood and lots of wood and lots of rope. So let's see what we've got down here for wood. We've got a little bit of wood down here. We've got a lot more upstairs. Don't worry too much about that. Here we go. Bada bing, bada boom. It's almost done. Beautiful. Put one right there. We can't. Okay, that's fine. So now we have to put down more pillars. That is going to take more wood. Another reason I'm building this out like this is because I want to make another, at least one more tree farm. At least one more tree farm. And I have dedicated myself to not covering up the trees. They will be exposed to the sky. It makes sense. That's just the way I want to do it. All right, right here we have 2 full chests of wood. So we'll start using this. I'll cut these trees down, but I'm going to do it off camera. There's no point in doing that on camera. It's just kind of boring. I like doing it the first couple times to show you, but now it's kind of pointless. So we should put this right here. We're putting these pillars out. As far as my understanding of the building goes, each pillar can do 3 by 3, which is, which will make all these pillars connect. Just to be sure, we will go ahead and do that right now, just to make sure. And we're going to make floors. So that will be able to connect. That will be, yep, see? Beautiful. Love it. I love it. This is coming out nice. I'll probably figure out a different way to get upstairs than this. I don't know. I don't really like how these pillars have come out. I'll work with that off camera, though. For now, let's just worry about this part. We are going to need a ton of wood, though. Oh, we're also going to need another way up. So how many spots is that? So that's 3 spots for the stairs. I do want 2 ways up. Well, I'll just leave 1 way up for now. I can always break this out later if I want to. I'm not 100% sure that's going to be the way up. All right, that's probably the rest of my wood. Yep. Let's go ahead and put these extra nets away. We don't need them on us. From now on, I'm not throwing stuff out. If I have no room, I make more inventory space, basically. You guys were really good point for that. Don't throw stuff out. There's no reason to throw stuff out. If you don't have room, make a chest. Make a chest. Even if you think it's something you're never gonna need, make a chest. You never know. You might. Let's make a bunch of rope and let's get the rest of this stuff. Make sure when you're doing this, like I'm doing right now, make sure you're sprinting. If you don't sprint, you will fall in there. And you might think, oh, big deal, I'll just jump out. No, it's actually really hard to jump out. I fell in there off camera. And I was a little nervous. It took me a while to get out of there. So, yeah, it's no joke. All right, we need to place this right there. Let's go around and make sure everything's okay around the base. I don't care if the sharks chew up my foundations. I'll just replace them. But, you know, I do have to go around and replace them then. There we go. All right, looking good. Looking good. All right, so let's go ahead and make some more flooring. We're going to need a lot of wood for this. All right, we're out of wood. All right, let's go grab the rest of the wood we have. Yeah, let's just go grab the rest of the wood. Here we are. I'm gonna do basically my thinking off camera, and that way when I start a video, I know exactly what I want to do, because I don't mind working stuff out on camera, but sometimes I feel like it goes too slow, and I think this Let's Play is at the point where I need to start thinking off camera. There we go. Looking good. Beautiful. Very nice. This is going to be a nice tree farm. So maybe, I'm not really sure I want to make the tree farm yet. I don't know how many tree farms I want to make. And I also got to decide how I'm actually going to make the next tree farm. Do I want to make it exactly like this, or do I want to make it wider and give myself that extra walk space I was mentioning? If I make it wider, I can't put this little walkway right here in the middle. I think I'm going to make it the same dimensions as this tree farm, and the reason for that, the thinking behind that, is I've already made my tree farm. This is my template for this world, so I'll make the rest of them just like that too. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna have to decide where I want to put my walkways up there though before I do this. I think walkways in between tree farms is probably a good idea. Another mistake I made was under here I don't know why I thought I needed to put pillars where I put them, but I put the pillars in stupid places. Not stupid places, just inexperienced places. Not a lot of experience with this game, and I put them in the wrong. I put them in not great places for sure. You know, first time you're ever playing a game, you're gonna make mistakes like that. It's just the way it is. I still think it came out pretty good. All right, so we're good here. Looking good. Okay. All right, so let's make that second. I want to make another way up, just like that way. Just like this one, I want to make another way up. I think that'll be pretty neat going both ways. So that's 3. Okay, so 3 spots out from this. Don't knock out this one. So we got to knock out 3 flooring pieces. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll come on down here and put a ramp. And there we go. Looking good. Oh, is that in front of it? Okay. Oh, we could still go underneath it, though. Ooh, that's interesting. So that's in front of it. I don't like having to go underneath that to get in there. But if I break that up, there's a pole there, so that can't be the area to walk in. So how am I supposed to get in there now? How about... No, that's not going to work either. I could put it right in the middle, but the problem is I think the exact middle... All right, solid window, solid window. Okay, so window 1, 2, 3. Window 1, 2, 3. This is the middle. It's right in the middle of a freaking pole. That is a problem. Yep, that's a problem. That pole can't be moved. All right, I'll think of that off camera. That's the kind of decisions I need to make off camera. Yep, I have too much stuff on me. Probably too much rope. Well, let's go ahead, instead of putting stuff in a chest, let's just go ahead and build more flooring. Oh, we've built almost all the flooring. All right, well, let's look at what we're looking at here. All right. How about this? How about we make another stairway going like this? And that's how we'll get up to the roof. And then that way, we could just take this stuff apart. We don't need this one on the outside. Don't need that on the outside. Don't need this on the outside. I'm not really sure we're going to do with the pillars here. We'll leave them there for now, though. I'm not going to really worry about that. Okay. Okay. So we'll come up here. Let's put some flooring up here. Some floors. Can't put one there because we need a pillar down there. Can't put it in the middle because there's... Yeah, we're going to have to put 2 pillars here. There's no way around that because otherwise they won't be even. Okay, guys, I moved things around a little bit over here. I'll show you where I made my mistake. You see this corner right here? You see this corner right here? I should have put pillars there everywhere. Okay? I put one right here, and that matches up perfectly. That's exactly where I should have put them. But when I put them up here, I put them one spot over, and that was where I made my mistake. So I basically had a pillar right here. I just moved it in one. Not really a big deal. I'm having trouble walking by there. The mistake I really made though was these pillars should have been right here. That was the big mistake I made. As a matter of fact, that's a really big problem. I might have to change that. This pillar right here is just getting in the way. The only problem is if I change that, then I'm going to have to move these chests. And that's going to be a pain in the ass. But I might do it anyway because not being able to walk around out in the sides is kind of bothering me. But if I do that, I'm going to do it off camera. I won't build any more over there for now. I'll just work around with that stuff off camera. All right, so yeah. So basically, this up here isn't going to change. What I'm going to do off camera is I'm going to move these 2 chests, move that pillar on the outside right here, and I'm going to do that on all 4 corners. And that should fix most of my issues. Yeah, this part over here is a mess. I'm going to have to fix it. But like I said, you know, first time you play the game, like I said, you're going to make mistakes like that. It's just the way these games are, you know? Yeah, I mean, you should go back and watch my first 7 Days to Die videos. You'll see what I mean. And I played that game for a while before I even started recording it. All right, so this is going to come in 2. 1, 2 there, 1, 2 there, 1, 2 there. I don't know how I messed this up so bad. Like, it was perfect on the... It was perfect. Like, everything was perfect. I had a perfect amount of stuff I wanted to do. Yeah, basically, guys, if you're playing this game, make sure your pillars are at max distance. It will really help you. There we go. All right, so now we got to put the trees in. Now, as I said before, if I had this to do over again, I would make the trees farther apart. But the fact of the matter is I have a template, and I do not want to mess with it. Now, here's the thing. Do I want to put another set of trees here? Or do I want to make this... Do I want to put another set of trees here and make my bedroom over here? Or do I want to make this my bedroom and then put trees surrounding me? I think I want to put the tree farms next to each other. I think that would make more sense. So, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now, here's another question. Do I want to make 2 more tree farms? How many more tree farms do I want to make? You know what? 2 tree farms is enough, but to hell with it. I'm going to make 3 anyway. I know 3 is not an even number, but I kind of like the number 3. I don't know. I just like the number. All right, so we're going to come in here, and we are going to drink some water. As you can see here, we've got a lot of water saved up, so I don't have to do any water maintenance during the video. Put some thatch in there by mistake. All right. So yeah, 3 tree farms. All right, let's dump some of this crap off and let's get everything. Oh boy, my chests are getting full. All right, we're gonna dump everything in here. Any room in this chest? Yes, there is. We'll hold on to the rope and then we'll just grab everything in the middle. There we go. Oh my god, I still filled up. My goodness. Those nets hold a lot, dude. Sheesh. Let's go ahead and make some rope. Okay. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make ourselves 8 of these crop plots. Tree crop plots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Don't forget the 6. 6. Really no more wood, huh? 6. Oh my god, we need a lot of wood. Alright, well, let's just put down 6 for now, I guess. And we'll make some more chests and store some more items. Okay, so let's go ahead and... Well, we don't have any wood. Oh my goodness. Do we have any more wood over here? This would be really nice if we had some more wood. Oh, stomach's hungry. Alright, don't worry about it. We'll get it. We'll get you. All right, let's go get some food. What do you guys think we should eat? Should we have some meat? Should we have some potatoes? Should we have some coconuts? I think we need a lot of coconuts. We haven't had meat in a while. Let's have some meat. There we go. That shut my stomach up. That was some shark meat. That's the last of my shark meat, though. I don't usually kill the shark because when he's chewing on my raft, I just ignore him now. All right, so let's go ahead and build this out a little bit more over here. Okay, guys, I think I have a plan that might just work here. All right, so we're going to put a window here. No, a wall here. That's a window over here. We're going to have to redo that. We're going to have to redo that. Let me show you what I've done. Actually, what did I do? Oh, yeah, I came down here. I moved these stairs in one. And then I went ahead and moved the door over here. So you could come in over here and do all this. I'll probably move the crop plots. Maybe I'll move the crop plots. I don't know. Maybe I'll just add 2 more. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do in there yet. But as you can see right here, I did move this stairway in 1 more. And then I put this one right here. It lined up a lot better. It's going to allow me to walk over there. I'm just figuring out how I want the walls here. I think a wall right there will be just fine. Actually, no, yeah, that'll be fine. Maybe I'll, yeah. Yeah, that works. That works. That's a window. Why is that a window? Oh, it's going to change. That's right. These 2 are going to change over here. When I move this inside, these 2 are going to change. So they're going to be regular walls. That's fine. Okay, so a wall there. Wall. How do I want to walk in here? Walk in here like there. Then it's not going to line up with that one. But it's not going to line up with that one no matter what we do. Although this door might be changing too. Maybe. I could always line up the pillars in here with the pillars out here, I believe. But then where's the door going to be? Then the door would be right here. It wouldn't be lined up properly in the middle. So that's not going to work for that. That's not going to work for here either. I'm going to... Oh my god, with this... Man, I think you need water too much. I think you need water too much, man. I'm always drinking water. And I don't have any room to put it either. So there we go. There we go. If you drink water without having anywhere to put it, you're going to lose the cans. So try not to do that if you can avoid it. And let's come on over here. And let's put some potatoes on here. And we might as well eat while we're here. What do you think? What do you think? Let's have some... we had meat last time. Let's have some potatoes this time. There we go. Alright, let's get back to work. Alright. We don't have any room for any of that stuff. I could put some stuff in crates and get stuff. I don't really care. I want to continue building. Alright, so let's go ahead and put some floors up here. That is fine. Alright, so how are we going to get out there? So where's the door going to go? The door is not going to be perfectly centered in between these things if we have a pillar right here. I think we're just going to have to accept that fact. Yeah, we're just going to have to accept the fact. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. It's not, we're not going to be able to put it in the middle. We're just going to have to accept it. All right, so we're going to move these pillars in here as well. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that off camera. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and put the wall here and a wall here. That looks good. Wall here, and we can't put a wall there because all these are already spoken for. That is fine. Then this will allow us to come out here. Yes, this is coming out really nice actually. Okay, so that's good for that, and that's going to be the walkway in there. Then a wall. We'll deal with that side later. Let's go ahead and put these things down. All right, so we want to put them as close to the wall as possible. Okay, as close to the other one as possible. As lined up as possible. Looks pretty lined up to me. All right, let's drag 3 more down here. We need to make 2 more. 1, 2. We still need more wood. Shut up, timer. I already pressed the cancel button. We are out of wood, aren't we, up here? Yes, we are. Plenty of wood downstairs, though. Okay, just gonna throw stuff wherever. I'll organize off camera. Here we go, guys. Get ready. Usually about halfway through, I bail out because I don't want to fill up on stuff. And we continue. And we already fill it. See, once you start hitting the barrels, that's when you fill up. Oh my god, seriously. Rope. I'm making it a habit not to throw anything out. I know there's stuff I can throw out, but I'm not going to. I can just make more chests. Alright, so we just need one more of these, right? I don't know. We don't have any room for it anyway, so... Okay, so we got to go on this side. Let's go ahead and put 2 wall windows. And they go right here. Pillars on the inside. It's the last one out. Yeah, it's got to be here. Okay. Yeah, okay. And then we kind of line these up as best we can. Whatever. Okay, and then I believe we need one more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one goes right here. Alright, now the only bad part about this build is the opening doesn't take us right into the middle. That, you know, I mean, I don't really know. I don't think there's anything I can do about that because I need these pillars where they are. The only other thing I could do is move that pillar over there and then maybe put in an extra one. Move that one right there. Put one right here. Yeah, I could probably do that. All right, guys, this video is going long. Man, the building of this game is so freaking intricate. Like, I just want to get everything right. You can't get everything right, but I'll be damned if I'm not going to try my best. All right, guys, that is going to do it for episode 7. We'll see you next time for episode 8. Till then, take it easy.